Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has directed the government servant to perform their duties running corruption. She also said Bangladesh is marching ahead, overcoming all sorts of disaster. The Prime Minister made the remarks while addressing the government official at a program in PM Secretariat on Wednesday morning. She also urged the government servants to work hard to attain the development targets of the current government. Discouraging dependency on foreign countries, the Prime Minister directed them to dwell on the development of the nation. Bangladesh Nationalist Party BNP is holding its March program to press home their one-point demand for the resignation of the government. BNP Standing Committee member Mirza Abbas has said that BNP will not go beyond constitution, but it should be an integral constitution. Mirza Abbas said this before the start of BNP's march from Abdullahpur in the capital in the morning. He also said BNP's one-point demand is the resignation of the government. Earlier, another leader of the BNP, Amanullah Aman, demanded that the Awami League be moved from the decision of the election according to the constitution. BNP started their march from Uttara's Abdullahpur area and will end the procession at Bahadur Shah Park in Old Dhaka around 4 p.m. BNP is marching across the country for several demands, including election under neutral government, resignation of the government. Meanwhile, Awami League will hold peace rally and development procession this noon. Awami League has organized a peace rally in Tejga industrial area of the capital. The ruling party will take out a development procession after the peace rally along with the central leaders. The leaders and activists of Dhaka North and South Awami League and various allied organizations will participate. Apart from the capital, Awami League will also hold peace rally and development procession across the country. The program will start from Tejga and end at Mohakhali. Although civil society representatives and BNP leaders think that there is no alternative to dialogue between the two major parties to tackle political crisis, Awami League is not interested in it at this moment. The leaders of the ruling party said there is no crisis in the country to sit in dialogue with someone whose ideals do not match. BNP says after the resignation of the incumbent government, they will participate in election under a neutral government. On the other hand, Awami League says according to the constitution, the election will be held under the current government. In response to the question about the dialogue between the two major parties, US Under-Secretary Azra Jia, who visited last week, said her country wants dialogue, but they themselves will not take any initiative. The visiting EU pre-election observation team was also told by various political parties and invited professionals there is a need for dialogue between the two parties. The severity of dengue is constantly increasing due to the increasing number of patients. It has been considered to open special wards in different hospitals of the country. 94 dengue patients have been treated at Jodhpur Government Hospital since July 1. 29 people are still hospitalized. Due to the high number of patients, treatment is being carried out in the hospital balcony. Meanwhile, in the last 24 hours, 2 people have died of dengue in Chittagong. 101 people have been infected. Health experts advise to keep the courtyard roof and surroundings of the house clean to prevent dengue. Due to various irregularities in Lalmonirhat Shodor Hospital, the patients and their relatives are facing immense suffering. Many people are forced to go to Rangpur for treatment due to the mismanagement of the hospital. District dwellers demand to take effective steps to solve the crisis. Recently, a video of staff dancing next to patients in the operation theatre of the private Manwara clinic in Lalmonirhat went viral on social media. Irregularities in the government and private medical sector of the district came up for the discussion. After going to Lalmonirhat Shodor Hospital for treatment, they are sent to private clinics. Besides, the image of the mismanagement can also be seen in different parts of the hospital. In addition to the shortage of doctors, there are complaints of irregularities in the food of the patients. People of the district hope that the health department will soon overcome all these crises and increase the medical services. 10,000 miles away from country for peacekeeping, receiving death news of parents or close relatives while performing duties. Not only that, the women peacekeepers of Bangladesh have become very popular with the people of Mali through various social activities, including medical treatment. Like this, Bangladesh's women peacekeepers in Mali have thousands of stories of self-sacrifice. They are working professionally by a grip of brighten the image of the country. Along with conducting risky operation in peacekeeping, the women members have become very close to the helpless people of Mali. The commander of the women peacekeepers said they always perform their duties with importance of human rights. The nation is observing the 11th death anniversary of the iconic writer, filmmaker Humayun Ahmed today. Widely considered one of the cornerstone of modern Bangla literature, the legendary writer passed away on 19 July 2012 due to colorectal cancer at the age of 63. His family and several organizations are observing the day with different programs and events. Nanditi Narake was Humayun Ahmed's debut novel, which gave him the breakthrough and propelled his career as a writer. The Kushe Padak winner wrote over 200 fictions and non-fiction books, all of which were bestseller in Bangladesh to date. A mobile court has fined 18 fishermen at Kuakata in Potuakali for fishing in the Bay of Bengal by ignoring the ban. Coast Guard arrested them from Char Vijay area, Bay of Bengal at 12 midnight on Tuesday. Senior Upazila Fisheries Officer Opusha said that there is a 65-day ban on fishing in the sea, but 18 fishermen have been fined for fishing violation. Fishermen, including trawlers, were released on bond that they would not fish during the ban. Today is the second day of hunger strike to demand full operation of 250-bed Chuadanga Shodor Hospital with necessary infrastructure, doctors and manpower. They started hunger strike yesterday at the main gate of Chuadanga Shodor Hospital organized by Bangladesh Muktijuddha Sangsad, Chuadanga District Unit. They said Chuadanga Shodor Hospital started its journey with 50 beds in 1970. In 2003, it was upgraded from 50 beds to 100 beds. Meanwhile, a 250-bed building has also been inaugurated. Even after the construction of the building, the general public is being deprived of medical services as the hospital has not been fully operational. Chuadanga Muktijuddha Santan Sangsad has announced a hunger strike at the Chuadanga District Unit, demanding the construction of other necessary infrastructure and the establishment of a full-fledged 250-bed hospital by appointing doctors and manpower. Jaipurhat Sugar Mill Bypass Road has become impassable. A 2-kilometer section of the road is filled with potholes. A big hole has been created. Hundreds of vehicles are plying on this road every day, risking to avoid the traffic jam of the city. It often causes accidents. After setting up the Jaipurhat Sugar Mill, a 2-kilometer road was constructed at the side of the sugar mill with its own funding for the transportation of goods. Sugar mills lost importance as sugarcane production declined. However, the road is important as a bypass road in the western region of Jaipurhat to reduce traffic congestion in the city. On this route, hundreds of trucks carrying heavy cargo from Dinajpur Hilly Land Port are moving to different parts of the country, including Nauga and Rajshahi. The trains and pits have become impassable. The road has no number and it belongs to the Sugar Mill Authority. Therefore, the Road and Highways Department is not able to take initiative in the reform, and the sugar mill authorities are taking action if they get the allocation. Everyone demands that the quick action will be taken to repair the important road of the district by removing all the complications. The delegation of 4 members of the European Union has asked the Commission to inform all the electoral process from the submission of nomination papers to the election. They want to know this in the meeting with the Election Commission on Tuesday. The EU delegation also asked what process should be followed by the foreign observers in Bangladesh 2 months before the polls. The Election Commission also said they have discussed whether to send observers from the European Union in upcoming election or not. The EU delegation did not show any concern on all the Commission's procedures surrounding the election, media, local observers, laws, constitution, RPU new amendment and overall issues. They just want to know what facilities will be given to the observers during the election period from the Commission. A number of high commission and embassies in Dhaka, including Canada, Denmark, France, Germany, Italy, the Netherlands, Norway, Spain, Sweden, Switzerland, United Kingdom, United States, and the delegation of the European Union condemned the July 17 attack on Dhaka 7 constituent candidate Ashraful Alam, popularly known as Hero Alam. Violence has no place in the democratic process. They call for full investigation and accountability for the perpetrators. Everyone involved in the upcoming election should ensure that they are free, fair and peaceful.